Welcome back to the proposal evaluation process. After you and other members of your RFP evaluation team have completed the individual reviews, it's time to meet as a team and determine a consensus score for each proposal. This is phase 2 of the process. This video is intended to give you a high-level overview of what to expect during the team meeting. You will also receive additional guidance from the RFP coordinator or facilitator during the meeting. First, the RFP coordinator will work with all the evaluation team members to schedule a team meeting. In general, the team meeting may take several hours, so it typically is scheduled for a full day. And in some cases, depending on the number and length of the proposals, it may take more than one meeting to score all proposals. On the day of the team meeting, you should arrive prepared with copies of each proposal, your individual review notes, and the solicitation documents, including the RFP, Q&A summary, and all the amendments. Most reviewers find it easier to store these documents electronically and review them on their laptops during the team meetings. At the beginning of the team meeting, a facilitator will be assigned to help run the meeting. In some cases, the RFP coordinator may serve as a facilitator, or it could be someone else if the RFP coordinator is also an evaluator. What is important to remember is that no evaluator should also be designated as the meeting facilitator. This will help ensure the facilitator is free to focus on moving the team through the meeting agenda. The facilitator most often will use a laptop and a projector to display the RFP documents and the proposal under discussion. Now let's review some guidelines when it comes to consensus scoring. Your team can decide to review proposals in any order, such as alphabetically, by random selection, or by some other method. Regardless of the order, the team should review and assign points to just one proposal at a time. Moving on to rule number 2, your team should evaluate each proposal against the evaluation criteria outlined in the RFP. The team should not evaluate or compare one proposal to another, except when evaluating the cost. This means your team will proceed through each of the RFP evaluation criteria in numerical order and assign points to the corresponding section of the proposal that's being reviewed. Throughout this process, you'll be able to refer to your individual evaluation notes to recall your impressions about the proposal, and your team will discuss each section to arrive at a consensus score. Under rule number 3, in determining how to score a proposal, your team should consider how many points a proposal earned for the section being evaluated. Under this approach, all proposals start off with 0 points and are awarded points based on how well they've responded to each RFP criterion. Your team can also set a minimum threshold amount, such as awarding half the available points in a particular section to proposals that only meet the minimum requirements. Proposals that exceed the requirements would receive higher scores. Your team will score the cost proposal according to the criteria specified in the RFP. In most cases, this means the lowest price proposal will receive the maximum cost points. If 2 or more proposals have the exact same lowest price, then those proposals receive the maximum cost points available. Proposals that don't have the lowest price will be assigned points based on a specific formula, which the facilitator will go over with the team during the meeting. Once the team has reviewed and scored a proposal, the facilitator will record the score on a master score sheet. Then the team will proceed to the next proposal. Now that you have a general overview of the team meeting and consensus scoring process, let's do a recap about some of the key rules. For rule number 1, the team would review and score one proposal at a time. Rule number 2, evaluate each proposal against the RFP criteria, not against other proposals. And rule number 3, determine the number of points a proposal has earned for each RFP criterion. If you have any questions about the consensus scoring process, be sure to discuss them during the team meeting. You can also contact a staff member at the Division of Procurement Services. Once again, on behalf of the State of Maine, thank you for being part of the RFP evaluation team.